could read deeper into the story, but I maybe he was practicing at one point
Smokey,
in time.
please go to the next one.
Apparently, he had a fetish.
Oh my god! Why? Why, dude?
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, Smokey, what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Smoke Dog.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy Roshki?
Everything, man. What's up?
I asked you first.
Yeah, I said everything. Everything is happening
guess-
all at once.
I guess you did technically answer.
Yeah.
What's up with me? Well, I just got a new... Never mind, I'm gonna make that joke.
Manscaper.
I was gonna say, what's up? Okay, what is up? I mean, the reactions we've been getting lately by the Trash Talkers have been amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah, the channel is up.
Yeah, we're subscribers are going through the
We won a
roof.
new award, didn't we?
Did we? What is it?
Yeah, it was the award for YouTubers that don't consider themselves YouTubers until they reach a certain milestone that haven't reached that milestone yet.
And we won that?
Yeah, we won.
Good, we're on the right track, man.
Absolutely, man. We're getting it.
Damn it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're going places, bro.
Everywhere.
We can't do none of this if it wasn't for you guys.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think, what is new in old Hollywood's life? I sold my soul to the devil for a small price.
Oh, well, that's always a good thing. Huh?
And then I walked through the valley of death screaming thug life.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out Pastor Troy for that.
What else would you say there?
Imagine you selling your soul. I sold my soul to the devil for a small price. Now I'm walking through the valley screaming thug life.
Yeah, and that's all I wanted for it.
That's it.
I
just want to walk.
What exactly do you meet him at the crossroads? And he's like, "What exactly do you want, son?" And he's like, "I just want to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, screaming thug life."
That deal.
Gotcha. Put her there.
Put her there, partner. Man. Nah, man, but things have been good, dude. I mean, just been relaxing, working, recording. You know, it's just trying to working like a mofo, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Working, man.
What was the saying? I slept and dreamt that life was duty. Then I woke. Oh man, what was it? No, what was it? I slept and dreamt that life was pleasure. Then I woke to find that life was duty. So I acted and found that duty is pleasure.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
Basically, you want to be happy, just go to work.
But you know, there's also a saying that says that states you being an American, it says that you work, you pay taxes, and you die.
Yeah.
That's basically...
That's what you do.
You work.
That makes it sound sad.
I know, man. Live your best life, man. If you want, just go do whatever you guys want to go do, man.
Yeah, only two things are for certain: death and taxes.
Death and taxes. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's read the top 3 comments from the last podcast. And guys, if you haven't checked the last podcast, it was the top 25 bands with disturbing names.
No, it was
sorry.
Top 25 craziest band
names. That's right. All right, so number 3 goes to Amber Piercy. She says, "I need some more Smokey as the old-timey newscaster in my life."
What did I do with that one?
I have no clue. I can't even remember.
Man, I wish I could remember.
Please remember. I need to see this.
Yeah. I do that old time voice though, like the
what's the newscaster?
The barker outside of the theater, like, step right up, 1 thin dime, everybody gets in, come see the picture show.
That's it, dude. The second most liked comment on the last podcast is from Randy Whistler. Randy Whistler says, WASP was also accused by a lot of parents in the 80s as an acronym for We Are Sexual perverts.
Oh, wow.
And he says, which honestly did kind of fit.
Were they?
I mean, there is a reply on this. The reply says, "I shout out to Chris Gonzalez." He says, "I always thought that was we are Satan's people." Clarification, please. So yeah, shout out to Randy Whistler.
Yeah, because the synopsis never said what exactly it stood for. And they're just like, it's a crazy band name. We don't know what it is.
You guys figure it out. But that's actually kind of genius if you think about it. If you just make your name,
Make an acronym,
yeah,
and you don't tell anybody what it stands
like
for.
Kiss.
Yeah.
Didn't you say your name for Kiss?
I didn't say it, but I know it was something of Satan's soldiers or something like that. I'd have to look it up. I'm going to do that, as a matter of fact.
Well, let's go.
You want to read the next one?
Yeah. So the number one comment from the last podcast is from Linda Coy. Shout out Linda Coy. Linda Coy says, "Butthole." Dude, tell me that name should not have been on that list.
Oh, butthole surfers.
Butthole surfers.
Yeah.
Smokey, what's a butthole surfer?
Well, it's someone who rides the waves of buttholes. Yeah.
That's what they call it.
It's a slang, a derogatory term for a homosexual.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. But yeah, Linda Coy's comment says, Butthole Surfers was the first name I thought of. And you're right. That's a great name. That should have been on that list. It said, didn't you guys react to a band called Gorilla Sleepy Time Museum?
Yeah, we did.
That should have been on there. It says, also, thought of God, Lives Underwear, Lords of Acid, and 7-Year B-Word. I could have gone my entire life without hearing the origin of Limp Bizkit. Dang it, Linda, why would you do that?
I know.
If y'all haven't seen last podcast, go check it out. But Jesus, I don't even like thinking.
I like the definite or the explanation that they gave on MTV back in the day much more than what they're saying.
Oh my God, dude, that right there made me like want to hop out of my skin, bro.
Let's see. The band name Kiss. The band has reportedly been subject to the rumors pertaining to alleged hidden meaning Knights in Satan's service.
Knights in Satan's service.
You know what's crazy? Is they spelt the name with those lightning bolt
like
S's.
Z's, yeah.
So when they were played in Germany, they had to actually change the logo because of the SS. Yeah.
Because the lightning bolt had a different symbol over there.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, man. But today we're on. Let's shout this website out. It's ledgernote.com.
Ledgernote. Yeah.
Ledgernote.com, and this is the top 10 greatest guitarist of all time.
Greatest guitarist.
Yes.
I'm really interested to see who they think it's going to be because we do our own tournaments here and let the fans decide, or the trash talkers on.
Subscribers, yeah.
Yeah, let the subscribers decide. I mean, they are fans of the bands,
of course.
Sure. So this is probably going to be different than what they come up with.
So before we even check out who the top 10 greatest guitarists are according to ledgernote.com, is guys, leave your top 10. You know what I'm talking about? Your top 10 best guitar. Not your favorite, but the best.
Your top 10. Yes.
Like most talented.
Like not necessarily who you listen to the most, but who you think is the greatest.
I would say because there are some bands that there are some rappers that I'm not fans of. But however, you have to give them credit because they are some of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Same thing. Trash talkers, let us know. But before we look at this, number one, who do you but we haven't looked at this list. Who do you think number one is going to be?
I would imagine Jimi Hendrix probably would be their consensus number one. But then again, if it's one of these niche things where they're just digging deep into the underground, like you think about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there's always these nominees that no one's ever heard of for some reason.
Who the heck is William G. Millionson?
Exactly. They do that because sometimes you get a little too deep in the weeds, then you lose track of what the consensus population opinion would be.
So you would say your choice for number one would be Jimi Hendrix?
Yes, I would think so.
I'm gonna say it's probably going to be Slash.
That would be mine. Would probably be somewhere between Slash and Tom Morello and oh man, but we've discovered.
And think about it. Don't look at it from your point of view.
I know.
Look at it from their point.
That's why I would say Jimi Hendrix.
Damn it! Now I want to take.
I would
back
think
some.
the overall general consensus would be Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, as a fan, I want to say Prince.
Yeah.
But I know Prince was very fluent in many instruments, but I think if it comes to a general consensus of what this website that has gathered information from people across the world, across the nation, whatever, I would say it's probably gonna be Slash.
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Could
number
be
10?
Eddie Van Halen.
Or Van Halen, man.
Yeah.
Who's number 10?
Number 10. It happens to be. Oh, where are we at? Right here. Brent Mason.
That's one of them dudes that you was just talking about. That
Exactly. Maybe that's where we're going.
But watch, you're about to read the band name, and I guarantee you we know exactly where he's from.
Let's see. Brent Mason has played over 1,000. Played on. Oh, he must be a sessions guy. Played on over 1,000 albums for all of the top country stars in other genres.
Country, so
Played
he's
for
country.
all of the top country stars and in other genres.
Huh.
He's a renowned studio musician. See, discovered by Chet Atkins, also on the list. Wow, he just gave that away.
Well, they gave that away, whoever that guy is.
He won countless Guitarist of the Year award, Musicians of the Year. Pretty much any hit country song had Mason playing on it.
Brett Mason.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me, Trash Talkers, I know many of you guys aren't up on
Country.
on country because
Yeah.
we're not up on country. But
If you think about it, that makes sense, though. Because a lot of the big country stars are single people
Good
that actually,
point.
not a ton of country bands out there.
good point.
So they're all going into the studio using studio musicians.
Good point.
So
Damn.
a lot of them were using the same person, obviously.
And apparently Brett Mason was one of them dudes
Yeah.
like, you need a guitarist?
Yeah, Brent's your guy.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm you know, and what I was going at is if any Trash Talkers know of any bands or singers that he's been with, please let us know, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, so going down to the next one, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Number 9 on the greatest guitarist of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised this guy's ranked so low.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Remember we did Little Wing?
Yes.
And right after, we're like, how is this not the greatest of all time?
He killed it.
He
And dude,
did.
there's so many. I could name 70, maybe not 70. Okay, I could probably name, I don't be lying, I'd be lying a lot. No,
Yeah.
I don't exaggerate, but I'd be exaggerating a lot.
Yeah.
But I could name probably about 20 guitars, maybe 15 that should be on this list. And lower or higher than Van Halen in this situation.
Higher than Stevie Ray Vaughan?
I mean, Stevie Ray Vaughan, yeah. So higher than Stevie Ray Vaughan.
You think there's that, or
Think
higher on the, like, as far as number one up?
Of all time. I mean, think about it.
I would think, man.
Stevie Ray Vaughan's a freaking legend. He's number
Yeah.
9 on this
You
list.
would think he would be in the top 5, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, just reading a little bit what they say here, they said, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan is one of the most influential guitarists in blues music.
Absolutely.
Leading the revival of blues rock in the 1980s. Any list of best guitarists will undoubtedly feature the great within their top 10, or they're wrong. He credits much of his style as coming from Lonnie Mack. You know who that is?
Not right offhand.
Me neither.
Maybe it's another blues guitarist. Yeah.
Possibly. He says his style is rooted in rock, blues, and jazz. Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top gifted him one of his custom guitars and nicknamed him Maine.
Maine.
Like
He's the main.
No, not. Come on, bro. You thinking from a southern hood? Nah, you are the main staple in this band.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think he'd be number 9, bro. Come on.
Yeah. And it's crazy because what I gather from Stevie Ray Vaughan is he was carrying on that blues, psychedelic blues era that had already passed
Right.
by the time he hits the scene. And he just retools the entire genre, basically.
I mean, he's ranked now. We didn't know Brett. What Watson?
Brent Mason.
Brett Mason. Okay,
Yeah.
we didn't know Brett Mason, right?
Mm-mm.
So guess who's under Brett Mason? If someone said, "Hey, you ever heard of a guy named Brett Mason?"
Nope.
All right. Guess who's one better than him? Guess who?
Who?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Wow. So that means Brent's pretty damn good.
He better be amazing because Stevie Ray Vaughan's
Yeah.
a freaking legend, dude.
Who's better than Stevie Ray Vaughan? You want me to tell you?
For number 8, let me try to take a guess.
All right. It's one of your favorites, I'll tell you that. And it's
Well,
not Prince.
Is he in Pink Floyd?
Yes, he is.
Is he? Are you serious?
Yes.
Is it David Gilmour?
It is David Gilmour.
Girl!
Yeah. David Gilmour is the voice and guitar of the prog rock kings Pink Floyd.
Facts.
Like everyone on the list, he's won all the awards.
Facts.
He's known for simple but huge riffs and ambient chords full of blues, phrasing, note bends, and plenty of sustain.
Preach.
He doesn't get a lot of credit for it, but he can play many other instruments just as well.
Yes, man. Listen, I will totally agree with that, dude. I mean, this dude was so innovative. Was a part of one of the greatest bands of all time.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, you guys can disagree with me on that, but Pink Floyd is one of the greatest bands ever. Ever. Dark Side of the Moon is one of the best albums ever. So for him to be on this list at number 7,
Yeah.
if this was Hollywood's list, he would have been ranked a little bit lower. But the fact that he's on this list,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good when you're like, I know this guy has to be on there. And
Yeah.
you're like, at least he's getting the recognition that I see.
David Gilmour is a freaking legend, man. Just listen to any old
He
school.
was in our greatest guitarist tournament.
He was.
Yeah.
And was, I think he got up to
I think he made the final 4.
Yeah, I think so, yes. Absolutely. And by the way, we're doing a competition right now of the best front men and front women. You guys can go vote on that as well on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so happy David Gilmour's on there.
Yeah.
Let's see who we got next. So he was number 7. Now, oh, you didn't drop something there. No, he. Oh wow, no, David Gilmour was number 8.
Yeah, number 8. Yeah.
So who did you say you thought number 1 would be?
I said
Jimi
Jimi Hendrix or Van Halen.
Well, your second guess is correct for number 7.
Oh, he's number 7.
Eddie
Wow.
Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen from the band Van Halen. But we're not, listen, you got to think about this. This is the top 10 greatest guitarist of all time.
Yes.
So just so for you to be featured.
And you got to think there's over 100 years of guitar players out there.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's thousands and thousands of names.
Yes.
I'm glad he's in the top 10.
That's my thing. For you to even be mentioned on the top 10 says a lot.
Yes.
It says Eddie Van Halen. So Eddie Van Halen often lands at number 1 in these lists. Which
I believe it. Yes.
Exactly. He's that good. He credits Eric Clapton's as his main influence, but says he's closer to Jimmy Page in style. Wow, really? He said he's the kind of player that has been tapped by other top acts like Michael Jackson
Yeah.
to play
Just beat it.
backing
Yeah.
tracks for them. Absolutely. One of his standout tactics is tapping, where he uses both hands on the guitar neck to rapid fire off notes.
Oh, dude.
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing to see. We watched a video of him doing that.
Where he's like,
Yeah, where he's just... Yeah.
I didn't think a guitar. I thought you had to strum a guitar.
But yeah, think an electric guitar, those pickups can be turned up so loud that any minute vibration can come through and make big noise on the other end.
Right.
So they can just tap away on the neck and
But you have to strum in order to get that though. You
no,
have.
just those little taps are enough vibration.
So I can pick up electric guitar
If
Don't-
you turn it up high enough, yes.
and just
Then
without
you can just
strumming.
tap those notes and make sounds, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if Eddie Van Halen discovered that? What
It
if
may
he's
have been.
like, guess
Oh,
what?
I mean, that's the story that so many guitarists after him tried to emulate his style
Yeah, but
because it was something they'd never heard before.
no one can do it like Eddie though.
I don't think so.
I mean,
because much like when we watched Stevie Ray Vaughan, and right after that, we're like, this guy's got to be the greatest of all time. We watched Van Halen after that, and we're like, okay, so this guy is the greatest of all time.
Now let's put on Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, Slash, you're like, wow, this guy's got to be the greatest of all
All right,
time.
how about some Rage Against the Machine?
Tom Morello, like, this guy's the greatest of all time.
You ever heard of a band called Tool?
Yeah.
Adam Jones.
Adam Jones.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's up there, man. I mean, these are just our personal picks.
Yeah.
But speaking about Van Halen, just hear me out here. Everyone knows this. If you are watching this podcast right now and you don't know this, you are lying.
I told you,
yes.
don't you ever come around here.
Come on,
Don't
give me your
wanna
best
see
Michael.
your face,
You were good at
just
impressions.
a
Give me your best Michael Jackson
Oh, dude, that's
impression.
hard. Tito. What? Well, hold on.
I knew you were about to go there.
Chris. Why Prince play the bass in my face like
Dude, no, man. Michael, leave Michael alone, man. Rest in peace, Mike, man.
Prince just be over there.
Chris, why is he playing the bass?
Why he do that in my face like
Man, rest in peace, Michael, man. King of pop, man. People, there's a lot of
love
bad
Michael
things.
Jackson,
Yeah,
man.
people can say whatever, but Michael was a freaking legend at one point, dude.
Okay, this is amazing. I'm gonna tell you who number 6 is.
Ooh, my favorite number. Can I guess?
Yes.
Because I guess Dave. Okay, let me see. Is it number 6? Below. So it's below David Gilmour, below Van Halen, below Freak.
Someone who should be at number 1. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna say Jimi Hendrix.
That's Jimi Hendrix.
No way.
They
He's
got
number
him at number 6. How are there 5 guitarists better than Jimi Hendrix? 2D.
What?
I mean,
well, you just named, in your opinion, of who you think was 4 that were better.
I
than
hope
Jimi.
Slash is on this list.
Okay. Wow.
But then again, the people who were writing this list, you never know how deep they want to go into the underground or whatever, outside of their general consensus. Let's see. In just 4 years of mainstream success before ultimately passing away, Jimi Hendrix changed the guitar world entirely.
Facts.
He was one of the first to bring effects of the whammy bar to the world. I didn't realize that.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
he did kind of
used
revolutionize
it.
that.
I didn't realize he was the first one, though. Like fuzz distortion and wah-wah, a huge part of the Fender Stratocaster, continued success is due to the usage of it by Jimi Hendrix.
Another legend.
Mm-hmm.
But did we expect him to be number 6? That means there's, like you said, there's
There's
5.
5 guitarists better than Jimi Hendrix on Earth.
According to LedgerNote.com.
Yeah.
This is not our opinion.
Exactly.
This is from the LedgerNote.com.
So who do they think is better than Van Halen?
Dude,
Better than Stevie Ray Vaughan? Better than David Gilmour? Better than Jimi Hendrix?
You
Who?
ready? You ready? Let's see.
Yeah.
Who they got? Who? Derek Trucks? We
Derek
went to
Trucks?
school with a dude named Derek Trucks.
Derek, really?
Derek Trucks.
Derek Trucks. Tell me about Derek Trucks.
Who the heck is Derek Trucks?
Yeah. Is this another Sessions guy?
Derek Trucks. Well, before we read, try to think about it. Is that ringing a bell to you at all?
No bell at all.
Derek Trucks.
Maybe we haven't covered that band.
You know what? Soon as I say the band, you're gonna know it.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. You may have heard Derek Trucks from the Derek Trucks Band, and now, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The Allman
Oh,
Brothers
the
Band.
Allman Brothers.
Yes. As well as touring with Eric Clapton. You know you're good if you get brought into operations like that. His style is a mixture of genres like jam, band, jazz, southern rock,
Blues.
and even blues. They have blues and even Kawali and other world music genres. Interesting. Huh. So you mean to tell me David Trucks is better than Jimi Hendrix? Is better than Van Halen? Is better than Stevie Ray Vaughan? Are
Have you
really
noticed the
telling me
theme,
that?
though, amongst all these guys?
Sessions.
Blues. They all play the blues. I mean, the first guy was a country guy, but there's a lot of blues wrapped up in country.
Oh yeah. I would say the country probably was birthed from blues.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. It was like a blend of their traditional folk and the stuff that was coming out of the Mississippi Delta at the time.
Bruh, imagine if you were a Jimi Hendrix diehard fan.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Jimi Hendrix, and someone comes up to you and they say, "Hey!"
That guy from the Allman Brothers?
No. They don't even say that. They say Derek Trucks. Hey, look, bro. We know that's your homeboy and all, but he ain't no Jimi Hendrix. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe the people that wrote this were big Allman Brothers fans. Now, what we've covered from the Allman Brothers, I would say is great music.
Great music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, but
It's just he doesn't get listed in the general population conversation.
Look, ever since you had said there's 5 other guitars better than Jimi Hendrix, please, Smokey, give me number 4. Who's the 4th greatest guitarist of all time?
Know?
Yes. Who does this website have as the 4th greatest?
Okay, I can kind of see this.
I hope I know it.
I can kind of see this. Steve Vai. Your memory sucks because we did a video for
your
Steve
memory
Vai.
sucks. That I'm telling you, my memory sucks, and you don't remember that my memory sucks.
We did a whole video on Steve Vai.
Wait, let me try to remember. Hold on, let me go into data or let me go into folder.
It was where we first started talking about the term guitar virtuoso.
Is it Stevie Vai or Steve Vai? Is this Queensryche?
What band was he? Let me just read.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Steve Vai's illustrious career with Frank Zappa, Alcatraz, and the David Lee Roth Band,
yes,
led to his mastery growing even deeper in current solo work, has matured immensely. Which has is probably what it should say. He's the king of the whammy bar.
Wow.
He went.
So Jimmy started it, and he said, "Let me show you how it's done.
I'll show you how to work that whammy bar.
I'll show you how to."
Yeah, many would argue that he's the best by far, and they could be right.
Steve Vai, according to this list, is better than Stevie Ray
A
Vaughan.
lot of the trash talkers have said that Steve Vai is the greatest of all time.
It's when you said David Lee Roth's band, I remember it now.
Yeah.
God, he is up. That's number 4, right?
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Let's see who's below him.
All right.
Let's see. Who's number 3? Oh, man. Let's see. Dude, all these people are better than Vaughn, Halen, Hendrix.
Yeah.
Who is Tommy Emmanuel?
Tommy Emmanuel.
He's the 3rd on this, according to Ledger Note. Some guy named Tommy Emmanuel is the number 3 greatest guitarist of all time.
Now, we may want to get into the synopsis, because it may be another guy that we just don't know by name. Tommy
Emmanuel is the king of fingerstyle solo guitar.
That's what I was in high school, by the way. King of fingerstyle. Yeah, she gets it. Go ahead.
Oh my God, dude. Tommy Emmanuel is the king of fingerstyle solo guitar. He's a true one... As you grab your flavor saver. He's a true one-man band. Even beating his guitars to create percussive effects. Wow, so he made like his guitar sound like a snare.
Wow.
Yeah. He was given his first guitar at age 4, and by age 6, heard Chet Atkins playing with the Travis picking style, and the rest was history. Okay,
so this may be a country guy also.
Yeah, and I want to say this real quick. Mm-hmm. Reading that these people, Steve Vai, I get it, ever since we brought it up. But Mr. Emmanuel here, I'm going to say whoever wrote this list has to have been like a true guitarist.
Yeah.
Like, because if you, like,
this might be something technical that never really caught on with mainstream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, you ask me, like, if someone said, okay, Hollywood, you're a rapper. Who are your top 3 rappers? Most people expect Biggie, Tupac, Eminem. And those are all great rappers. I'm going to say Pastor Troy, Pimp C, Playa Fly.
None of those technical rappers.
But that's my opinion, who I think it is. So in this right here, this might be just their opinion. Like, hey, these guys are who I think are the best.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
How dare you downplay a Fly is not a technical rapper?
No.
Just listen to anything on Fly 2K, and we'll have this conversation.
He's a good rapper,
man. Play a Fly,
technical lyricist.
Fly 2K was up there, bro.
Yeah, and I love Pastor Troy.
Of course, A-Town legend. You got your A hat on. I ain't got mine on.
Yeah. All right, so we're getting deeper into this.
This is number 2, huh?
I can't even get you to guess because you'll never get it. Like, I could give you 3,000 guesses, and you're never going to come up with this name.
What about 4,002?
No, you're probably going to need at least 82,557 guesses.
God.
And you might get it on the 82,556.
I don't even know that many people. I can't even name you that many people.
Just name random names, and one day you will eventually come across this name.
Philip Winslow.
It's not him. Definitely not Philip. It is Pat Metheny.
He's the 2nd greatest guitar of okay.
Apparently so.
Well, maybe he is. We don't know. We've never checked
We don't
him out.
listen to jazz either.
You're right. God, I can't wait to see who number 1 is.
Few young listeners know about Metheny.
Pastor Troy. Oh, sorry.
Few
Pat
young listeners
Sajak?
know about Pastor Troy too.
Pat Sajak.
But truer words were never spoken. Few young listeners Few young listeners know about Pat Metheny.
Sajak.
Pat Sajak. But you're looking at a world-class musician working in the jazz fusion genre, touring the globe constantly. His knowledge of music theory and application of it are rarely matched.
What's his name again?
Pat Metheny.
Pat Sajak.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Pat Metheny?
Pat Metheny.
Don't you dare. No, stop.
I'm not,
Yeah.
You the one that want to do it,
Okay.
not me.
I was about to say it. I mean, can you say anything about it? I mean,
No, like I've never been a jazz fan.
Trash Talkers, this is where we legitimately are asking you guys to give us some.
Just tell us if you know who he is.
Yeah, and if you do know who he is, give us some recommendations, because if these guys are going to mention...
Oh, if these are the greatest guitarists of all time, then we need to hear them. Yeah.
Dude, that means that when we did our greatest guitarist of all times, these guys weren't even in the conversation.
No, never got brought up. And now I'm guessing number 1's going to be one of those guys. I guess it's not Slash. It's not Tom Morello.
Let's see who the number 1...
Well, let me guess. It's
I'm gonna give you 73,000.
All right. Is it Cedric Allison?
God dang it, you're right.
Ah,
you
got it.
You got
right
it.
away.
Cedric Allison. No. So according to ledgernote.com, the number 1 best guitarist of all time.
Is it Chet Atkins? Because they brought up that he trained half of these people. So
it's a guy named Guthrie Govan. Guthrie Govan is the best guitarist.
Who in Norway is that?
Who in Norway? Let's just say they say his top strength is all around technical virtuoso, which is a word that you like to type.
I think all these people on this list are virtuosos.
Well, you ain't never heard of Guthrie Govan.
No, man, he's so good. Nobody's heard of him.
Guthrie, right? Guthrie
Govan.
Okay.
Govan.
All right, so Guthrie Govan is the best guitarist, period, according to the ledgernote.com. As amazing as others are, this guy edges them out by not only having the topmost technical ability, but can use it in any genre. There are no limits to Govan's ability. He shares the love, spending much of his time as a guitar clinician. Yes, teaching in master classes around the world. If this guy's
he's
number
a
one,
teacher.
Yes, but if he's number 1, I need to read all this. Among the bands he's played with, the most successful in Asia is Asia. The most successful.
Oh, the band Asia.
Yes, but he was even lead guitarist of the Hans Zimmer live band. He says his influences are Hendrix and Clapton. How are your influences Hendrix and that person? You feel me?
Yeah, that's your influence, but somehow he's better than him, apparently. What's the song that everyone knows by Asia? Hold on, I gotta look that up.
He says Hendrix and Clapton, though he says he's the imagination of Steve Vai and passion of Yngwie Malmsteen. His mind is not like ours, and he can visualize entire complex songs before playing or writing them down. Guys, if y'all know anything about...
Okay, so Asia, an English rock supergroup formed in London in 1981. I know I'd heard the name before.
I have to.
Most commercially successful lineup was its original, which consisted of 4 members of different progressive rock bands, and I gotta bring that up just to see who they are. John Wetson of King Crimson.
Oh.
Steve Howe of Yes.
Okay.
Jeff Downs of Yes and the Bugles. And drummer Carl Palmer. But he's not even listed in that. So maybe he's a later addition.
Guthrie Govan, Trash Talkers, y'all gonna have to give us some information on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Is it time for what I think?
It is time for a WTF.
What the Florida?
Yes, and today we got one from New Jersey.
Come on, give me one with a J.
JK.
Okay.
Jersey.
Just kidding. Or Jersey kidding.
Yeah, Jersey
Alright,
kidding.
Gotcha. Jersey kidding. What you got?
All right. Let's see. Well, I guess if you're not familiar, I'm going to read out 2 headlines. One of them comes from Florida. The other one comes from New Jersey. You're going to guess which one comes from Florida and which one comes from New Jersey.
Okay.
Man arrested after botched castration surgery.
Oh my God! You did this on purpose, dude. You know I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bruh. Man arrested for botched castration. What? Surgery?
Yes.
Okay.
Want to hear the other one?
No, yes, I guess I have no freaking choice.
29-year-old posed as a teen to enroll in high school.
That's creepy as hell.
That's very creepy, yeah.
Okay.
Both of them are pretty creepy, to tell you the truth.
Jersey was... You know what? Oh, my God. That is actually a saying. They say some people... the craziest people come from Jersey and all of Florida.
Yeah.
That is actually a saying.
I like to add Ohio in there, but... And to all of our trash talkers from Jersey, Ohio, and Florida, we love you guys.
But y'all some crazy son of bitches.
No, they're not. I mean, it's just
it's a
the
joke.
headlines that come from your state.
Yes, y'all know we joking with y'all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the castration, the botched castration, and the other one was
A 29-year-old posing as a teen to enroll in high school.
I'm gonna say Jersey is the. No, I'm gonna say Florida. No, let me go with my gut. I want to say Florida's the 29 because that sounds like a Florida man story. No, actually, the castration. God dang, which one?
I got some tough ones today.
Whenever I hear Florida, man, I want to go.
Because you've been getting all of them right, so I figured I would get something
All
a
right,
little tougher today.
all right, let's do this. Since I've been getting them right, I'm gonna go with my gut here. My gut's telling me Jersey is the 29 that went to high school, and the botched castration is the Florida man.
And you're right once again.
Yeah, I'm on a roll.
Which one you want to hear about first?
Give me the castration. Just get out the way.
An elderly Florida man with a bizarre castration obsession.
I'm sorry, bro. I love you to death, but can we just skip the story, please? Go ahead.
Was busted by cops for allegedly performing a botched at-home surgery on another man whom he met through a site on the dark web. All right, I'll leave the rest of the story.
Just keep the C word out of it.
Okay, officers with the Highlands County Sheriff's Office showed up to 70-year-old, I'm going to leave his name out.
70?
Yes. Home in Sebring just before midnight Sunday after a 911 hang-up, officials said. These are pretty routine, and deputies respond to many per shift. But most of them don't make them. This one is a little, just, should we say, sensitive.
Okay. Yes.
You could even say kind of nuts.
It's botched. There's no way that's nice, dude. There's no way that's nice. Yeah. Wait a minute. So it was a guy. Was he pretending to be? Because I'm not gonna lie, I had to close my ears at some point. Was he pretending to be a doctor?
This synopsis doesn't say exactly how he did it. I'm sure I could read deeper into the story, but I maybe he was practicing at one point.
Smokey,
in time.
Please go to the next one.
Apparently, he had a fetish.
Oh my God! Why? Why, dude?
All right.
Oh!
New Brunswick, New Jersey. This one will be more fun.
Wait, you're not just going to say that and we're going to speed past that. You're not going to do that. You mean to tell me this guy had
a fetish
for
castration?
Please move to the next one.
I was trying to.
Please.
A 29-year-old woman used false documents to enroll as a New Jersey high school student and attended some classes over a 4-day period before her scheme was discovered.
This was a woman?
Yes.
In Jersey?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
It's not known yet what the woman's intentions were, officials said. She reportedly got the phone numbers of students who helped her find her way through New Brunswick High School and continued to text some of them days after the ruse was discovered. Wow. The woman has been barred from entering school grounds in the district, and officials advise students may not have contact with her. The woman provided district officials with a false birth certificate, officials said.
Okay, take the perversion out of your mind.
Yeah.
Take that out of your mind. Give me a logical reason as why a 29-year-old woman would want to.
The most logical thing I could think of is she's aging now. I mean, she's about to hit 30, and she wants to
30 is young.
It is in the grand scheme of things. But when you are about to turn 30, you start thinking like, man, I miss the teen years. You know.
Maybe she didn't have a high school life. I was like, maybe she didn't go to high school.
Wasn't there a movie about that? Was it like one of those chick flicks back in the day?
Chick flicks. That's the greatest That's the greatest genre of movie. Chick flicks. Go ahead.
Like Never Been Kissed or something like that. Wasn't it like Drew Barrymore or something?
Not a chick, buddy.
But anyway, I think she did it for like a news for her.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe this chick works for like the CIA, and she was on a super undercover mission, and probably.
And when she got found out, she couldn't tell them.
Exactly, and maybe there were some really bad things that a group of kids were doing at the school.
That could be infiltrating the high school. Yeah,
maybe. And hey,
this doesn't even list her name in this.
That's the thing. So hey, yeah, sure, just get locked up. We'll get you out in 10 minutes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll get you out in 10 minutes.
Yeah, like if they find you out, we'll take care of it.
Exactly.
They won't even remember you existed in the end.
Now put the perversion back in your mind. You see how his face just changed that quick? Some people are
in prison for that.
People are freaking sick, man.
But yeah, I mean, I want to say it was something more innocuous. Like she just wanted to relive her teen years. Like she was a nerd in high school. And she's like, well, I got all this figured out now. I'm pretty cool.
Yeah,
now,
I look better now. Yeah. I'm developed. Like
don't wear those
even
glasses
that's still
anymore.
Weird though.
Like I'm going back and relive that experience.
As a 29-year-old, you don't feel weird at 13, 14, 15.
Like, I hope she looked young though, because you can tell the difference between a teenager and a 30-year-old.
Yes, 100%. 100%. And if you can't,
but maybe that was it.
Bruh.
People like, why are you talking about movies that were before we were born?
Have you heard the story where the lady she had some kind of syndrome to where she was shorter, she looked like a child, but she was actually like 35, and her some family adopted her.
That does happen. Oh, really?
Yeah, family adopted her. They were feeding her and everything, and she was like 35 years old.
Wow.
You never heard of this?
Maybe I have.
Yeah, she was, and apparently she's done it to like 3 people.
Maybe we covered it on Florida Stories.
I'm sure, man. Yeah, we'll talk about that one later, man.
Yeah, definitely. Leave us down in the comments if you would like to return to your high school and do it all over.
Absolutely. Would you?
No, not now.
So do you think they're going to say that?
I mean, maybe when I was like 21, go back and like redo it. Like now...
Yeah, because I'm not going to... All right, you probably can relate to this. Like, on your senior year, like, when you're out of school, don't you kind of want, like, oh, I got me a new car. Like, hey, look at y'all.
Yeah, like, I'm cooler than all
I
y'all.
was here a year ago. Now look at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not 15 years later. You don't want to do that. But maybe a year.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
I just feel weird. Get in there and you're like, dude, do here.
Dude, where's your book bag?
I ain't had no books in years. What are you talking about?
Man, you got to come up with a better you got to play it off better than that. Oh, man, I left it in my mom's car. Dude, you have a beard.
Why do you have 25 pairs of Jordans? You wear a new pair of Jordans every day. Because I can afford that. You can't.
You have a wedding ring on, sir. Sir, you brought...
It's a promise ring is what it is.
Could you explain your daughters that's in this school?
Your daughter just recognized you.
Dad!
She's in 9th grade.
That's hilarious.
What are you doing here?
Dad? Oh, dude, there is a movie like that.
I'm not your dad. I'm in 12th grade.
That was Family Guy. Peter did it.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Yeah, he went back to school.
Man, I love doing these podcasts, man.
Yeah, definitely.
To the trash talkers, man, this was you got anything else?
I think that's it.
I think we had a good one on this one. Guys, let us know who your top 10 guitarists are of all time. Mm-hmm. And if you agree with this list, let us know if you do as well. And
absolutely.
Also, like Smokey said, if you had the chance to go back to your high school for a week at when you were 30, or if you are turning 30.
Yeah. Or now, you're 45, want to go back to high school, let us know.
Let us know, 100%. Guys, tune in next week to next week's podcast. And with that being said, my name's Barry Hollywood 6. Buzz.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cowan.
And we are
over
and
out. Deuces!